Man, what a career. I mean, you could use Don Sutton as really the kind of penultimate example of how a guy who's referred to as an accumulator of statistics absolutely belongs in the Hall of Fame. I mean, almost 800 starts. It's just a ridiculous total. We're never going to see this again.
I mean, there was so much excellence there, too. You know, the whole thing about Don Sutton, when you look at his career, is that, you know, the ability, and when he first came up, he was with Koufax and Drysdale Osteen in that rotation, only 4 guys in the rotation pitching every 4th day, is that he was the same when he broke in as he was when he went out. And that is every 4th or 5th day he was ready to take the ball, pitch deep into the game. I mean, unprecedented, some of these innings marks, over 5,000 innings, over 750 starts. And if you just look at his Dodgers career, he's first in a pitching-rich franchise in the categories of wins with 233, innings, shutouts, games started, all of those things, he's #1.
You know, it's interesting. We have this Hall of Fame discussion every year, and for some voters, there are these levels, these kind of demarcation numbers. Like, you have to have won 20 games. You have to have been among the best at your craft for a 5-year period. People put those own parameters on their vote. Don Sutton never won 20 games in a season. But he won 324 games.
Right.
Like, I don't care if he never won 20 games in a season. Look at these ranks. I mean, second in starts, 756 starting assignments. It's amazing to me that he wasn't a first ballot Hall of Famer with these accomplishments. But, I mean, this is the guy that I use as an example when somebody is anti-quote-unquote accumulator in terms of the way they process Hall of Fame ballots. It's okay to be an accumulator when you get to those totals.
Well, think about it this way. You know, we always think of the slam dunks when we think of Hall of Famers now that we're doing it ourselves on TV. His first year of eligibility, 324 wins, over 5,000 innings, et cetera, 57% of the vote. He did not go in until his 5th year.
Crazy.
Right?
Crazy. And because there were people say, oh, we never won 20 games in a season. Come on, guys. What are we doing? You know, when I think of his career, too, and 16 years as a Dodger, like, that's the uniform that he wears in the Hall of Fame. But when he was traded from the Astros to the Brewers at the end of the '82 season, there are people on that team that I've spoken to, Jim Gantner, Gorman Thomas, a lot of guys that will tell you, we don't get there without Don Sutton down the stretch. He was great in the postseason up until the World Series, where the Cardinals didn't treat him very well. But he was as important to that Brewers World Series run, the only one in their franchise history, as Robin Yount or Vuk or any of the guys that had been there all year.
He was the final piece, really, and he had also a big start in the regular season, I believe, on the last day against Baltimore. That was huge.
Yeah. Don Sutton passing at the age of 75 yesterday.